Hello there, what is up guys, it's Ark here with you, bringing another video. Today I'll be showcasing some more base building items and objects available in 0.63. Now guys, I will be also showcasing some of the stuff that I've found in the last video, because I don't want people to be missing out on anything. And I don't want them to have to go and watch both videos just to see what's going on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and stay tuned for even more 0.63 videos coming out soon. Starting off here guys, we're going to look into the radios. Now we have three different types of radios. We're going to start off with the personal one that we already have seen before from the 0.62 update and whatnot. Just your average handheld transceiver, two-way radio. It needs a battery to run. We've seen this before. We know everything about it. Here we have the second radio, which is basically another type of radio that you just leave in your base, I'm guessing here. It's just like a walkie-talkie, as the description states. So yeah, just a basic radio that you can have for basic communication. And here is the coolest radio I've seen so far, which you can wear as a backpack. Now of course currently you can't see it as a backpack, it just follows you on the ground, but of course it's a bug that can be fixed really quickly. This thing basically requires, I think it requires a bigger battery, and I'm feeling that this thing could broadcast to more than just, you know, to the whole server, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure, we've not heard much about it, we don't know much about it, but I'm guessing that's what it does. Moving on, we have this short clip that I managed to find on YouTube of a Russian YouTuber who has managed to figure out how to barricade windows, which is honestly so cool. I can't believe we've finally get to see this right here. I'm guessing he's basically using nails, a hammer and planks, which looks pretty cool, honestly, the barricading. But that's not all what he managed to find. He also managed to figure out how to spawn in a shelf, which he can put his food, his gun and his ammunition on top, which is absolutely awesome. Next we have the improvised shelters. Now we have two different tiers for these ones. We have this first tier right here, and second tier is right in the back over there. Now this looks like it's made out of sticks and cloth, which is going to be an interesting recipe, and you can actually also fit inside if you lay down, which means if it's a rainy, stormy weather and you really need to get out the rain and you're in the middle of the forest, this could be a really good way to get you out of getting into hypothermia state. And here's tier 2. It looks like it's made out of tan or leather and sticks. It also holds more space, a 2x4, which is good, but it's not nothing huge, to be honest. It can definitely allow for more space for you to crawl under, and if you use a camo net, you can actually have this thing looking camouflage. And here's how it would look like. Another base building object that's been added in that I can't review yet because it's not currently in the game is this edge barrier. Now we do have the model, which means it's going to be coming in very soon. As for the camo net I mentioned earlier, here it is. All we're seeing here is an actual camo net wrap along with some sticks, and you can actually place this thing down, and that's how it would look like. But currently there's a bug that's stopping you from placing it down. Moving on, we have the watchtower and the big wall fence thing. You're gonna need some planks to make those, and this is how the plank looks like. We don't know how to make the planks yet, but you're also gonna need nails, and we have nails, we know about nails, and basically just your average nails. You're also gonna need some metal plates. They currently don't have a texture or a model, but that's how they're gonna look like. And obviously a hammer to build the whole thing together. Now all you have to do is hold the hammer and head over to the watchtower. Once you get there, hold down left click and you will get this progress bar that starts going, and as soon as you're done, it's going to give you a message that says there are not enough materials in this build, so you go ahead and put the materials in the watchtower slot. Once it's built, it will look like something like this, and like this from the back. Though sadly it's not fully coded yet, so I can't show you it in the game right now. Moving on to the wall, it's also not fully coded in yet neither, so I can't really show you how it will look like in game, but we also have a picture of this and how it will look like. But before I show you that, I want to show you how to put the materials in here. So you can see the slot. All you need to do is move the planks, and once you do that, you actually be able to see some progression and how it will look like next, which is pretty cool, but that's the farthest we can do so far. You can go ahead and put the metal inside and the nails, but that won't make any difference. But anyways, that's how it's going to look like when it's finished, which looks pretty cool, to be honest. You can add barbed wire and even Christmas lights later on to make them look a bit nicer. The same Russian YouTuber who provided us with barricading video clip earlier on also managed to figure out how to build a watchtower and walls back in 0.62, and this is how they would look like in game. I'm guessing they'll be very similar in 0.63. To wrap things up, we have the tents. Now we have 4 different tents in this version. We have the normal small tent that we have right here. Once you left click, you can see how it would look like. You hold down left click and it places it down. So this tent right now, you cannot enter it sadly, but once the stable version's out, it'll be functioning normally. We also have the party tent, which I showed you in the last video. Now the party tent does have a really cool thing that you can do to it, and that's cover it with camo net. Now I'm pretty sure this can also be done to the military tent and the car tent. I'm not sure if it can be done to the small camping tent that we know. As for the car tent and the military tent, they cannot currently be placed down because of a bug, but as I said before, once stable comes out, you'll be able to use all the tents normally. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a good one, and see you next time. Bye bye.